Hey everybody, it's Lorenzo with Astrologic Astrology. It's the new moon in Pisces, so let's jump into it. Remember, these are general descriptions of the new moon energy. And if you want a specific reading for yourself, you can always contact us at astrologicastrology.com. And you can reach us on YouTube and you can reach us at Instagram. So please take these general readings and let them inspire you. But if you want to get something in depth, we're ready to share it with you. Please like and subscribe and please share. All right, here we go. It's the new moon in Pisces. There's a lot of energy in Pisces. There's 5 planets in Pisces right now. Sun, moon, what else is in Pisces? Saturn, Mercury, Neptune, and the North Node. So really, there's 6 planets in Pisces. And that means that the effect of wherever you have Pisces in your birth chart is going to be very profound. There's going to be some really strong shifts happening in that area of your life. And the shifts are going to be concerning Piscean energy, which means your ability to vision and create and to imagine and to bring new realities into being seemingly out of nothing. But we know that there's a spiritual foundation for this world. So whatever you call that foundation, this is the time for you to reach out to it, embrace it, and let it help you move your life forward by envisioning, by creating, by participating. So we're going to look at all 12 signs now and enjoy this, and please share it with those who might find it to be beneficial. Aries, the new moon is in your 12th house. So what are you doing to reflect on the choices and the effects and the consequences of the choices in your life? You are always on the go, Aries, and you're always blazing ahead, making a path for the rest of us with your dynamic energy, with your courageous energy, with your fiery nature. This month, though, you have to come to a place where you can be still. And your stillness is for the purpose of listening and hearing what your inner voice is saying, what your inner spirit is saying, listening to the things that the tiny voice in your consciousness, your subconsciousness, is trying to get you to hear. You should take some time this month and maybe journal. Take some time to spend, even if it's just 2, 3, 5 minutes meditating. Spend time walking in nature. Spend time accessing your understanding of God, your understanding of spirit. It's a great time for you to say to other people, I'm going to just be quiet for a minute. I'm just going to spend time alone for a minute. There is clarity that can come from solitude and from allowing yourself to be led by your spirit. So I really encourage you to understand that you're going to always be out there in the world doing your thing, making dynamic moves, but this is a month when you can really gain from being still and listening to what your inner spirit is wanting you to hear. Taurus, the new moon is in your 11th house. That means you get to go out and network and expand your vision out in the world with people who have like-minded ideas. You could just go hang with your friends and just let fellowship be what makes you, what gives your life momentum at this time. But it could be also useful to go out and network with people who can help you realize the things that matter to you for other people. Meaning, sometimes we have to not be concerned about just what makes us comfortable, what gives us peace, what gives us security, but instead, or in addition, focus on, things that bring other people peace, other people security, other people a feeling of belonging. So the 11th house is where you can be a humanitarian this month. Maybe you give to a shelter, maybe you donate food, maybe you help mentor young people, maybe you join a prison organization that helps people in prison, maybe you give some money to organizations that feed people. It's all about humanity and what you can do to bring a sense of comfort and ease to other people's lives. You're good at giving security for the people in your immediate world. So this is a month when you can go out and engage in organizations and institutions that bring peace and security to other people. Gemini, the new moon is in your 10th house. What are you doing out there in the world? How is the world responding to the things that you're sharing? You have a lot of ideas to give, and you have a lot of information to make people smile. You have a lot of information to make people see that they have the possibility to do things in a new way, and all things related to communication are for you now to share in a way that impacts the world. It literally impacts your organization, your anything that you're involved in that is something that other people can receive and benefit from. This is the time for you to share those ideas and to get the recognition and the attention for sharing your ideas. You can be known now for your ideas. You can be heard and understood for your ideas. So I encourage you to definitely don't hold back. Don't feel like you can't express what it is that is in your mind. Don't be afraid that people won't be receptive, because this is a time when your ideas can actually make a difference, and you may give people insight that they didn't have before. So I don't have to tell you to be comfortable expressing yourself, because you are that. But I do want to encourage you to just let it go and know that it's going to have an impact this month. Share, and it will make a difference for people. Cancer. This new moon is falling in your 9th house. So where are you going? You going on a trip? This is a good time to plan your summer vacation. Good time to plan getting more education. It's a good time to plan getting your ideas published. This is a great time for all things having to do with getting more meaning into your life, more perspective. Travel brings perspective. Searching for ideas that give your life more meaning gives you perspective. Putting your ideas out helps you refine what your processes, your thoughts and ideas are. And by sharing, you gain greater experience and meaning for your own life. So the 9th house is promotion, and it's sharing, and it's finding cohesiveness through ideas and aspirations. So do all the things that make you feel like your life is bigger than just you, that your life is connected to something greater, that you have a sense of a wholeness that you belong to, that you are not just a cog in the wheel, that you are a part of something that is significant and meaningful and brings greater awareness to you and to the people in your world. And it can be fun and exhilarating by opening up your ideas, opening up your mind, and considering viewpoints that are way different from yours. Muhammad Ali used to say, all those other people in the world can't be wrong just because they're different. So I encourage you to open up your perspective and to allow new philosophies to come in. That's what travel does. Travel lets you see things from a different perspective, from other people's cultural points of view. And that's what this month is about, opening your points of view. So take advantage of it because it can make your life brighter. All right, Leo, the new moon falls in your 8th house. So it's a deeply transformative month for you, where you have to attend to things that are way beneath the surface. And that means psychologically, that means emotionally, that means in your relationships with the people who you share the deepest connections with. It also may mean that you have to go in and deal with some issues regarding debts and things that you have to work to bring to a place of balance that may be needing your attention. Maybe taxes, maybe insurance. We are moving into tax season. And so this is a month where all the fun that you've been having and all the sense of pride that you've been expressing in the world, you have to now account for it in your records and in all the things that you do that show that you're accountable to the people around you. So it may be a little bit challenging to slow down and focus on these things that need to happen to make your life operate from the core outward, but you can do it. And by facing all those things, looking at the things, your obligations, your debts, by looking at the emotional patterns that you have, by looking at all those things that are normally inner things, will help you to just continue to shine outwardly. Sometimes we have to go into the dark so that the light can be even more, that it can shine even brighter. So don't hesitate to look deep inside this month and address those things that you may have been putting off because you didn't want to deal with seemingly issues that seemed hard and difficult. You can handle it, and this is a month to process it, and you'll come out on the other side shining. Virgo, the new moon in Pisces falls in your 7th house. This is the house of partnership, and so you have the great opportunity to find out how to enhance all of your close relationships. You can do a lot of work to build bridges, and it's important for you to not be too critical. We know that you're very analytical people. We know that you are always thinking about ways to get things done, and yet the new moon in Pisces is asking you to consider if there's another point of view, if there is something that is maybe more surrendering, maybe more a feeling of allowing for the other person's potential, I won't say weaknesses, but for the other person's areas of being less than efficient than you are, or maybe allowing for the other person to have a way of giving and a way of offering that doesn't necessarily meet the critical standards, but yet still allows them to feel heard and seen. It's just a matter of addressing your innate need to have everything be in order and have everything fit a certain way. If you can relax that, your partners and your partnerships can show you other ways that you perhaps hadn't considered. It's not always easy to make room for other people and their point of view, but with the new moon in your seventh, it's giving you a great opportunity to do exactly that kind of work and to really benefit from it. Libra, it's time to get to work. You got to go to work this month. The new moon falls in your sixth house of work, service. So what are you doing to make other people feel that you are giving them something to help their lives function? What are you doing for your own life to help it function more efficiently? What are you doing to take care of your health? What are you doing to make sure that all the systems around you are operating at their peak efficiency? This is the essence of the sixth house, the things that connect, the things that make the gears shift smoothly. And that means your exercise routine. That means the practices that you engage in on a daily basis that give your life a sense of meaning and perspective. And it means all the things that you do that make your life flow. It's the small things that matter. As they say, the devil's in the details. And so you owe it to yourself to relax a little bit and not be so concerned about your relationships, which is a Libra thing, right? You always want to make sure that your relationships are working and everything is, everyone's smoothly getting along and understanding each other. But this month, go into the engine and deal with the nuts and bolts of what helps things function and what helps everything flow. You owe it to yourself to spend some time getting your hands dirty, metaphorically speaking, and touching on the areas where you can make sure that life is just functioning in the practical ways. Scorpios get to have fun this month. The new moon is in your fifth house. So do what makes you feel authentically joyful this month. Do something that allows you to take a little risk. Scorpios don't always like to take risks. They want to make sure that they're not exposing themselves and being too vulnerable. But this month, allow yourself to have some fun. Allow yourself to enjoy some recreation, maybe some games, maybe sports, maybe dancing. Anything that you can honestly say makes you feel authentically joyful. This is the month for you to go out and initiate something new in that area so that you can feel like you are alive from your heart, that you feel a connection to life because you are resonating in your heart space. It's also a time, of course, the fifth house is children. So if you have children, this is a good time to invest in them and give them the same confidence that you want, the same confidence to live from what truly makes them feel that they matter. So give your children the joy and the confidence that comes from saying you matter. This is a time when you can really make an impact on your children and when they can make an impact on you, and all things related to self-expression and creativity get a big boost. And you want to take advantage of this time because this can set the tone for the rest of the year. So it's a joyful time if you allow yourself to relax, and it's a pivotal time for your children if you can give them the sense that they are really important. Okay, Sagittarius. The new moon this month is in your fourth house. So it's time for you to listen to the family, listen to the needs of those people in your home. It's time for you to think about the foundations, think about the source, think about what it is that really gives you a feeling of being solid in the world and makes you feel firm and safe and secure. And so anything that has to do with getting the home together or helping the people in the home feel safe and secure so that they can go out and you can go out into the world knowing that there is a solid foundation underneath you and that foundation is being addressed in appropriate ways and in concrete ways. Sagittarius, you sometimes are in your mind a lot and you're in your head a lot, and so you have to bring that energy out of the sky and down to earth into the most intimate area of your life. Make sure your family is straight. Make sure that the things that give people a feeling of safety are addressed. And when you do that, then you know when you walk out the door, you're able to walk out with a sense of peace, with a sense of comfort, because you know that you have provided for the very closest people to you and you've made their life and their environment safe and secure. So everybody's happy, everybody wins when you do that. So, and also don't neglect your own feelings. This is a time for you to honestly address the things that are stirring inside of you. And again, don't run from it. It's there. Whatever is stirring inside of you is necessary and it's needed and it's valuable, even if it makes you go inward for a while. Okay, Capricorn, new moon in the third house. The third house is your siblings. The third house is your neighbors. The third house is your ideas. The third house has to do with movement. And so it can be movement of ideas. It can be movement of people. It can be anything that creates an exchange. We say siblings because when we are young, our siblings and family members, immediate family members, are the first people that we exchange ideas with. And the third house is also travel, not long distance travel, but short distance travel in your immediate environment, because that is also an indication of how you exchange, how you get information and give information. So for you, Capricorn, this is a month to be open-minded, to share your thoughts, share your ideas, make plans, get your to-do list, get your agenda and your planner out and look at the month and be as specific as you can and detailed as you can to map out your month. It's also a time to listen to ideas that are being presented to you. It's time to listen to your neighbors, listen to your friends, and allow for new information to come in, because as we know, Capricorn, you are always leading, always guiding, and so you may benefit this month from both sharing information but also just deeply listening. Allow yourself to listen deeply this month. All right, we move into Aquarius now. Aquarius, the new moon is in your second house of resources and values, money. So what are you doing to create income? What are you doing to bolster the income streams that you have? And what are you doing that's uniquely yours to present to the world, to give value and to receive compensation for it? This is a time when you can go out into your networks and say, I have something to offer. I know it's valuable because I'm an Aquarian and I'm a genius. And you take that Aquarian innovation, you take that Aquarian insight, you take that Aquarian stubbornness, and you apply it in a way that people can see that you are bringing them something that is needed, something that is valuable. And as you do that, as you make it known that what you're offering is valuable, then you have the ability to strike a chord with the people in your world. And you get the satisfaction of knowing that not only are you providing insight, inspiration, and awareness, but you are also getting some value compensation in return. Aquarius often likes to be the one to present these strong ideas, but they're not always as proactive about saying, give me my money for it, or show me that you value it, because they're so busy thinking about what's coming next. With the new moon in your second house, slow down, get your money. Pisces, the new moon is in your first house. And so you are in a phase where you are being given permission by the universe to actively pursue the dreams, the aspirations, the goals that are important to you. And really, you don't have choice. We always have free will, but I'm saying that with the new moon in your first house, you are given a really, really strong push from the universe to really do the things that matter to you. It's like you have permission to focus on yourself, focus on the activities that make you feel like you shine, focus on the activities that and the goals that make you feel like you are pursuing the things that matter to you most, even if they don't matter to the people closest to you. It's really a time when you can say that the universe is saying, what do you want for a change? Because Pisces, you're always giving, you're always looking out for other people, searching for answers for other people, and providing relief and nurture and escape for other people. So now the universe is saying, look out for you and do it with your normal compassion, but nonetheless, make choices that serve you. You have the right to do it, and the universe is now saying in this month, it's time for you to activate that area of your life that gives you the most feeling of excitement and inspiration.